Yo guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So we are back with Vars. This has been sitting also very long in my videos to watch playlist. It's very much at the top, one of the top videos. So yeah, 5 months ago was uploaded 5 months ago. Honestly, it might have been sitting there for a similar amount of time. Kids being stupid. I think we don't need to go more into detail. I think that is enough said. Link is down in the comment in the description. Make sure you subscribe to our boy Vaz. Let's look at dumbass kids.
I love kids. Life is too short. Don't be afraid to commit arson. I let my 1-year-old daughter play with my phone and she ordered 1 onion on Deliveroo. Just 1. Guys, you know.
What? Morrison's large mild brown onion. A singular onion for £1.50. Small order fee. £13.50 deliver. Wait. There is so much wrong here. 1 onion for £1.50. That is already wild. It says large onion, but still pretty wild. Then we have an order fee of almost £14, which is insane. Then we have a delivery fee. Apparently, those are 2 separate fees. And we have a service fee for fuck knows who. So a total of 20 pounds for 1 large onion. Large, mild brown onion. Bruh. That has got to be the most expensive onion on the planet.
Play
what?
With my phone and she ordered 1 onion on Deliveroo. Just 1. Guys, you don't know how angry I am. Oh,
when I see stuff like that, 20 quid for a single onion, yeah. That has got to be the most expensive onion in history. Like, what the hell? Whenever I see stuff like that, bro, I'm a car guy. I love my car. Bro. I mean, it's only a Polo. But still, bro, I would lose.
I can imagine.
I would lose it.
My 3-year-old daughter stuck this in my nose while I was sleeping. You're lucky it didn't go further up in your nose. Wow. My friends wrote the cat a letter from summer camp. Dear Willow, meow 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 meow.
My friend's son wrote
the
cat.
Put a corn dog in the microwave for 26 minutes.
Honestly, be happy. That is the only thing that happened. A burnt corn dog or hot dog is a little bit better than a burned down house. Wow.
I can't fix his cracker. Oh, this is an important life lesson. Can we all just take a moment to appreciate how awesome my niece is at hiding? Where is she? Fun fact, as a kid, I made a custom shirt by taping a piece of paper to a normal shirt. I didn't know what to put, so I just wrote my shirt. I didn't know there was an orange shirt, so it just wrote my I thought my copy pasted weird, so I checked the security camera and saw my son peed in it. My 4-year-old brother said, so I checked the security.
I thought my... Oh, no. Oh, my coffee...
camera and saw my son peed in it.
And you posted that online? And confessed that to everyone in the world? Because? I hope this is made up, because I don't know, if I ever were in a situation like that, my first thought would not be, you know what? I have to let everyone on the internet know about that. No, I would take that shit to the grave. I would beat the shit out of my son. Probably multiple times. But I would take that shit to the grave. Why people feel the need to post such embarrassing stories is beyond me.
My 4-year-old brother said he was scared to grow up and cried for like 10 minutes. I asked him why he was so scared, and he said he was scared of drinking coffee. It's because every adult
Me too,
drinks
bro.
coffee.
Me
no
too.
One has energy.
I mean, with the previous video, we saw that drinking coffee can have its downsides.
Perfect advertisement doesn't exist. My
Fucking Durex. Oh
boy
boy.
who runs at the sight of vegetables, but also loves his peanut butter and spinach sandwiches. I'd rather have vegetables than spinach like this. Ugh. We wouldn't let him swim in the sea. He can't swim and it's 6 degrees. I wouldn't let him touch a washed up jellyfish. What was the dumbest way you almost died?
We did. I remember years ago.
I wouldn't let him.
Many years ago. Probably close to 20 years now. When my family with relatives, we went on vacation in Denmark, and there were so many washed up jellyfish, and they weren't, you know, poisonous or whatever. They were just whatever. And bro, we might have been a little bit of messed up individuals thinking on it back now, but I would just literally pick them up and kick them away like a fucking soccer ball or something. Now that I think about it, it's a little weird, but it was just hilarious, you know? Just kicking the dead as jellyfish around. And sometimes they even fell apart if you kicked them hard enough. Bro, the 2000s were funny.
Touch a washed up jellyfish. What was the dumbest way you almost died? As a kid, I swallowed about 15 pennies because I was acting like a
Oh my
piggy bank.
fucking god, bro.
It's such a kid thing to do. That's perfect. You're a funny kid.
How did you swallow them?
The word tomorrow, so
with
she called
water
it
or
next
something?
Today. So that's the word now. When I was younger, I used to make a mess on purpose and not clean it because I thought janitors got paid on how much they cleaned. Wouldn't let her eat the bath bomb. My son asked my wife if he could sleep in bed with her. She cleaned.
To be fair, that those what are they called? Jawbreakers or something like that. Those sweet balls. They do kinda look similar. Maybe she mistook it for something like that. I don't know. That face is hilarious, by the way. That is like meme material.
Eat the bath bomb. My son asked my wife if he could sleep in bed with her. She said, no, sleep in your own bed. He said, then why does dad always go to sleep in your bed? I'm not sure my kids understand that I'm not actually one of them. Nobody declines a call faster than a 3-year-old watching YouTube. Sometimes I pause the game to let the runner catch a breath, my 8-year-old cousin. When my niece was little, she burst out crying at school during a drug talk because her dad sells drugs. He's a pharmacist.
Okay, that ended very wholesome. If that last sentence wouldn't be there.
I'm in a group chat with a mail carrier and he shared this letter. Sad Diego. You can rob my house, South England. Teacher said, draw your best friend's face. So he drew on her face. This is a very stupid kid. Don't say your address in comments of YouTube. Don't tell anyone
No.
Again. Please tell me. I think you need to do that thing a couple more times and I'll tell you.
$500 US. What?
2.5-year-old's class and I'm dying. What did the lemon taste like? Good. Yellow. Taste my yellow. Sour yellow. Yellow. Sour. Blue. Yellow. Good. Tim Nora? What? Just watched a child call Spider-Man the Fortnite guy. I just lost the will to
Oh my
live.
fucking god, no.
Sean said the word green. Absolute mayhem. Doesn't touch a single base and passed his teammate at the second. Mum just told me that when one of my sisters saw a chicken for the first time, aged 18 months, she laughed so hard she vomited. I accidentally flushed the toilet instead of letting my kid do it, which in the toddler community is a crime punishable by death.
Oh my god, bro.
You've been out most of the day. We are just home and you were up at 3 this morning, so no chance. You're going to bed and you're going to sleep. You can maybe see them tomorrow. Just stop, babe. It's bedtime. Please, ma'am. Come on, give the kid whatever she wants.
What?
She's cracked.
What's the context
I babysat a
here?
2-year-old once who called her dad Daddy and her mum Pancake. In 4th grade, I went on a 2-week vacation
Bro,
and
what?
missed school, and my best friend told everyone at school that I moved to Russia. Everyone believed it. In 5th grade, I went on vacation again, and he told everyone that I died. They believed it again.
Oh my fuck.
Go to potty training our daughter.
You sure they didn't
Spider-Man
hate you?
underwear.
What?
It took her picking out her own Spider-Man underwear to completely potty train herself. She won't have an accident. She can't go potty on Spider-Man. I can't believe that's all it took.
Damn.
My son, 4 years old, who has grown up watching us talk to Siri and Alexa, thinks you can talk to anything that has a screen or is plugged into the wall. This morning she told the toaster to order him a new Lego set.
Oh no. Oh no. Honestly, that's on you. That's not the child's fault. That is on you.
Took our kids to a restaurant for the first time in over a year. As my 6-year-old crouched in her chair, eating a burger patty like a feral child, my 4-year-old tried to remove her pants and painted her face with ketchup. It occurred to me that maybe we weren't ready to re-enter society.
Bro. Kids are so random and unpredictable. Holy shit. Like my older sister, she is like a kindergarten teacher. Bro, the stories she's sharing, I'm just like sitting at the table while she's sharing these stories, and I'm just like, bruh. Maybe working in an office is actually not that bad at all. Maybe compared to that, working in an office is actually a dream job.
Kid at the park just told me it's her birthday. I asked how old she is, and she said 5.5. I wished her a happy birthday, but I crossed my fingers when I did it. What's 33?
5.5? What?
Math. The answer is actually infinite. Yes, that's an answer. My 11-year-old said she wrote it backwards, so the airplanes can read it from the air. Oh, she's being considerate. One time when I was 6, my mum caught me trying to eat pure sugar out of the container, so
I did that. I did that as a child. And more than once. More than once. There's literally a video, a fucking ancient video that my parents took of me, where I would just eat pure sugar out of the container with a spoon. And whenever they tried to take it away from me, I would just go fucking ballistic. I would just scream and ugly cry like a little bitch. Yeah, I did that. I was a bit of an asshole child, honestly. Like, pure sugar goes hard. Especially as a child, a hyperactive child, bro, pure sugar, nice. Like, I was kinda, at least in some of the videos we have left from my younger days, I was kinda the type of child that I absolutely despise myself. It is kinda hilarious.
Said, would you like to have something even sweeter? And of course, little naive 6-year-old me said yes. Yes, I would. So she said, smell it first and then decide. Then handed me a bottle of straight vanilla extract, and of course it smelled like the tears of Jesus, so I said yes, give me. And she let me take a huge swig, and this is why I have trust issues.
Wait, you took a swig of pure vanilla extract. Oh my god. Okay, that is wild.
7-year-old asked to interview me about the craft of storytelling, and after each of my answers, she said, correct, and passively wrote 2 letters at random on a note card. One time she drew a frog instead. My daughter told her teacher that I love murder, but forgot to include the TV show's part, so our next meeting should be fun.
Oh
my
no.
Thinks he's a ninja, so my wife took a before picture and showed him. He thinks he's completely invisible in front of our black appliance. This is
okay, that is kind of funny though. Sugar as a child definitely smacked differently than as an adult. Yeah. Bro, or the sugar cubes that you often put in your coffee or something. Oh. I like vanilla essence, but I do not drink it out of the bottle. Never did the thought occur to me to drink that. But I am kind of curious what it would taste like. But I think not only would it taste badly, I think it would also be like fucking agony. I'm kind of curious what it would taste like, but I don't want to experience it.
Currently in toy timeout. Evelyn was swinging it like a warhammer. My 3-year-old asked what my favorite animal is, and when I said penguin, she yelled, "No, it isn't!" Then she yelled at me until I agreed that my favorite animal was a bat, and I don't like bats. Or 3-year-olds. Attempting to communicate with my 12-year-old. Do you want pizza for dinner? Likely to mean switching off as soon as we're home.
Wait, your 12-year-old already has a phone and you're texting your 12-year-old. What? What is that? Would taste like vanilla but worse. Yeah. Probably way worse. Is that normal for 12-year-olds to have phones to text their parents already? What? I guess for some people, like again, story time, again, kindergarten episode. My younger sister did like a work place. What is the English word, bro? She worked there for a couple weeks or a couple months in a kindergarten as sort of a school requirement project, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Anyway, she worked there, and there was like a child, I think it had the fourth birthday. I got my phone when I was 13. Yeah, me too, but you know, I got a fucking old ass Sony Ericsson that didn't have a SIM card, not an iPhone or something. Anyway, school project. I don't know how to explain it. Like it was, she worked at a kindergarten or daycare or whatever it is, where the older children, like 4 to 6-year-old. I think is that daycare. Oh, I'm lost. I don't know how to explain that. Anyway, she worked there for some time, as a way to get like work experience or something like that. Anyway, one of the kids, I think it was the 4th birthday or 5th birthday. I think the 5th or something like that. Anyway, it doesn't really matter that much. Associate teacher. Now it was something different, but I don't even know how you would explain that in over to English or American standards. Anyway, I think the child had his 5th birthday or something, and she asked like, "Oh, that's cool. What did you get for your birthday?" "Oh, I have my present with you. I can show you." "Oh, that's cool. Show me your present." A brand new fucking iPhone. At 5 years old. Bro, when she told me that story, I was like, "You're joking." A 5-year-old, and he literally had TikTok installed on that phone. He literally showed my sister, "Oh, look, I have TikTok on my phone." Bro. Duo09, good morning, afternoon, evening, y'all. Hey there. I thought she was... Bro. Gifting your 5-year-old for his birthday a brand new iPhone with TikTok pre-installed. Bro, just say you hate your child. That is insane. I get it. Raising children is difficult and it's a big responsibility. But that's exactly why you need to do better. That was so wild when I heard that.
So Costco then. Aldi? They said Costco, they thumbs up. When there's a thumbs up, you don't change the yes. A yes is a yes. Lions can hunt and kill their own food by the time they're 3 months old. My 3-year-old couldn't find her lunchbox and it was in her other hand. Yeah. I can't believe we're at the top of the food chain.
Well, like the children of giraffes. Pretty much after they're born, they're expected to be able to walk and shit. And human children, they're like useless until a couple years old or something. 5-year-olds shouldn't have an iPhone unless it has child protection settings on, but no one knows how to parent anymore, so it's not surprising. But bro, that's like this. I say this line like a fucking NPC so many times when I'm talking to people about this topic. You should only have children if you're capable of properly raising them. And not because, it's societal standards and that's what people, I guess, do. They have children or something like that. No. Only have children if you know how to properly raise them. Humans are stupid, especially children. Yeah, but children have an excuse for why they're stupid. If you're in the mid-40s, you're still a fucking moron. Maybe you should grow up a little.
I've been wearing a hat and wondered to myself, where the hell is my hat? It does not change when you get older. Some things just don't change. Bought a Costco sheet cake because I figured we could use some cheer around here. Toddler completely freaked out, demanding to know whose birthday it was. I explained you can just buy a cake when you want if you're a grown-up.
Oh no.
Back and forth. Eventually agreed it's my birthday. Can I put my balls in your jaws? It's a meme people sing at school. What does it mean? What does can I put my balls in? Dude, go to bed. In the best yet things my nephews have done, the 7-year-old ordered a burger today and was asked if he wanted it medium. Could you please make it very large, he asked. Told that the choice was between medium or well done. He asked if the chef could do the best he could. This game is for noobs and boomers. If you play this now, I will call the police now and right now. Draws picture, spills juice on picture, crumples picture, drops picture on floor, walks on top of picture, kicks picture across.
I guess no one is capable of properly raising children, but at least when they get older, they'll find methods of kicking cell phone addiction better than their parents could. I don't think there's an ideal parent or something like that. I think it's also kind of a role you have to grow into, sure, but let's say, for example, age-wise, is it particularly smart to have a child once you're like 18 years old, like right out of school? Probably not, right? There's a lot of factors that come into raising children, and financially as well, for example. But yeah, if you want to have children, absolutely do it. But if you're just doing it because other people are also having children, or because it's a society standard, that's kind of what you do, don't. Because no child deserves to grow up with parents that don't really give a shit about them.
Room finds picture in garbage. Why would you throw this away, Mom? I missed the episode of Blue Clues where Steve left for college when I was a kid. When I saw an episode without him, I asked my brother what happened, and he said he got trampled by horses in the last
episode.
That
is that.
To Google it at the time. 4-year-old. I wrote a story. What's it about? I don't know. I can't read. Preschool problems. Stealing my parents' credit card for V-Bucks. I mean, this is stonks, right? Stealing credit card for V-Bucks.
Is there a second video?
Not only does he get his parents' money, he gets 300k on YouTube. Please note, only one Barney died in the making of this upgrade kit. What could possibly go wrong? I think we're seeing
that brother's evil, absolutely,
TV
bro.
Is falling. Just told my son they popping fireworks for my birthday, and he believed me. He said, "They really love you, Daddy." Kids are so gullible. I made homemade broccoli cheddar soup for dinner and kind of filtered out the
homemade
big chunks
broccoli
of veggies for my
cheddar
so he wouldn't be turned off. He immediately started crying and refused to eat it. After 15 minutes of tears, we learned he wanted the big chunks like you guys. Toddlers. My old neighbors apparently thought it would be a good idea to let their 3-year-old name their dog. The dog was named Dump Truck. 5-year-old daughter. We watched the president today at school. You did? Do you know the president's name? Lady Gaga. Yep. Once when I was like 9, I went to a Mexican restaurant and there was a hole in my tortilla. For some reason, the most logical thing for me to do was just cry. Now my entire family bullies me relentlessly every time they see a tortilla. 6-year-old me was so stupid. Once my mom told me to watch out for my bouncy ball or I might get lost in the fields. What did I do? I stared my mom dead in the eye and threw it into the fields on purpose. No, you should be scared of bouncy balls because they can hit you in your eye and give you a migraine. It was a delayed migraine too. The kids are eating leftover ribs my dad dropped off. Why do ribs have bones? Me? Because they're ribs. Shows on their body where the ribs are. A few minutes pass. Mom, do animals have ribs too? Yes, that's what you're eating now. Ribs from a pig. These aren't humans. Wait, the kid thought he was eating
wait, what?
She's smarter than anyone. So ask a question and my
At least dump truck is a better name for a pet than calling your cat Fats. Wait. I'd say that's debatable. I think they're both pretty bad.
My 6-year-old genius sister will answer. What is the quadratic equation? Math. Tell her I'm sorry for not trusting her. Me. Spends time picking out stuffed animals I think my daughter will love and get attached to. My daughter sleeps with and carries around a lemon. Space is so big. Space is about 50 suns. Can I keep going? If you ask again with correct spelling. Can I keep going? Try again. Can I continue on? Even better than keep. They said having a kid is expensive. No one told me the idiot will literally piss on a MacBook. Just found out that my son has been telling people I got laid instead of laid off. So there's that. Yeah, just a kid
Damn,
bringing
he's a
horse
wingman.
into your room. It's very cute
What?
letting my toddler snuggle up next to me on the couch and play with his cards while I send him emails. Until he throws a chuck on my keyboard and I've just sent a blank email to an editor with the subject line, submission, VaazkL. Damn, I was the stupidest kid.
Okay, when they were talking about froze a truck, I was certain they were gonna throw the truck at the screen. That ending is honestly very, very mild. Why that kid has a horse, bro? Why it came up with the idea to bring it inside, and the horse was just like, okay, I will follow you.
I put 2 different DVDs in the DVD player because I thought the characters would meet and make a new movie. My toddler, who was not previously accustomed to being awake after dark, just looked outside and screamed, "Where's the backyard?" I hated muffins until I was 17 and saw someone remove the wrapper on the bottom of a muffin before eating one. Prior to this, I thought it was just part of the muffin eating experience.
My god.
Angrily eat muffin wrappers because I thought I had to. I've got some great
Oh
news
my
about
god.
baby boat cheese. I hope you're sitting down. I wonder where you're going with this. How to
Baby
lose a hide
boat
and seek. Me, eyes closed. 1, 2, 3. 4-year-old whispers, "Dad, can I hide in your shirt?" I'll play this with my 5-year-old niece sometimes, and I'll pretend I didn't immediately know where she is because I'm not an a-hole. But if
I had a cat named George, but because George was born as a fat kitten, for whatever reason, my sister and I nicknamed him Fat, so he was a good cat. He never felt bullied. Aw. Fatso. Aw. Poor George. Honestly, I would prefer the name Fatso over George.
do that for more than 10 seconds, she'll scream, "I'm here!" Then get surprised whenever I find her after she screams that. When I was 6, a kid's dad died for a week, so I tried to pretend to be his dad so he didn't feel sad, and my teacher asked I be tested for autism.
Okay, never mind. A kid's dad died so for a week. Okay, I literally understood died for a week. I'm like, what? So for a week, I tried to pretend to be his dad so he didn't feel sad, and my teacher asked I be tested for autism. What?
You were 6, but this seems crazy. I don't think I would do this when I was 6. A tip to new parents. 3-year-olds will lock you out of the house in the snow without remorse and will think it's the funniest thing that's ever happened in the history of the world.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Kid behind me on this plane has asked and then answered 1 million pertinent questions about our flight, including,
don't worry, me and my sister exclusively called him Fatso. My dad's the only one who called him George.
how do pilots use the bathroom? Guess what? They don't. Pilots don't have butts. Tell about a time when you changed your opinion about someone or something. When my brother was born, I wanted him to die, but now I don't. End of story. Wonder how old this kid is.
Damn, that's a happy end.
To reflect. I cancelled a Zoom call mid-presentation because my 9-year-old told me water was running all over the bathroom floor. I tricked a 4-year-old into not wanting my Nutella by calling it hazelnut butter. Evil. Kids are the best, man. They will get all shocked when you figure out they did something wrong. Like, "Mom, how did you know I colored on the table?" Because you wrote your name on it? 9-year-old didn't want to try my lemon loaf, but when I rebranded it as lemon cake, he was interested. This can be said about a lot of things. So my kids have a Shrek mask. They play a game named Hide and Shrek. It's like hide and seek, except the seeker is Shrek, and when he finds them, he yells, "Get out of my swamp," and chases them. As the seeker is moving through the house, he quietly sings All Star. Can't even have Mr. Beast.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, we can't. So when I was like 7 or something, I was at the airport with my mum and a service dog. I had a Minecraft creeper themed backpack with a pocket that looked like TNT. So 7-year-old me thought it was the greatest idea to announce that I had TNT in my backpack in front of security. I was so lucky the security guard understood Minecraft and it only added an extra 2 hours of security check. Yep, I'm very confused as to how I'm alive today as well. People who think he's in the back rooms. Yep. He replied 5 minutes later, yep. He was affirming what he said. Yep. He's still agrees even 5 minutes later. This kid, man, things have changed. How do they think this would work? This is for your period 8 class. I'm emailing you to let you know that I would not be able to finish the homework assignment for tomorrow night because I have a party that night. Is there any way I can get an extension? I mean, they're asking you. Me
I like the honesty,
I'm
honestly.
asking the teacher, I'm just missing it, and I'm a lie. I'm a corrupt the file. I'm gonna say, oh, the file doesn't work. I'll send it to you tomorrow. I was like 14, 15. I said my grandpa sleeps around because he can take a nap literally anywhere, and my grandma stopped the car. My son was provoking me by repeating.
Wait, 1 sec. Let's.
Literally anywhere.
It's like 14, 15. I said my grandpa sleeps around because he can take a nap. Oh no. Oh no. And my grandma stopped the. Oh boy. Oh boy, you might have done a big oopsie here.
And my grandma stopped the car. My son was provoking me by repeatedly shoving a dirty leaf into his mouth, so I offered him special eating leaves. And now he's a 4-year-old enjoying a bowl of salad for dinner. He's a brontosaurus. Macomb County child orders 1K worth of Grubhub when playing on his dad's phone. Parenting is okay, except for every once in a while when my 3-year-old requests ham hands for lunch, which is when she takes 2 handfuls of ham and eats it in the living room while she watches TV. I just smoked an 8-pound pork butt for 9 hours because my kids said they would eat pulled pork. 5 minutes before it was done, they all said they wanted hot dogs instead. And if that doesn't sum up
oh my
parenting,
god.
My 3-year-old calls Falonce mummy's special nose medicine. And now my neighbor thinks I do drugs. My mum found an assignment I did in 3rd or 4th grade where I had to describe my role model. I chose my mum, then said she's my role model because she does stuff for me. And the photo I chose was one of her chugging a drink. When I was 10, I told my mostly white class that I was Japanese, and a little white girl raised her hand and said, "You can't say Japanese, you have to say Asian," and everyone agreed. My kids realized that I was missing Glastonbury this year, so they put on a music festival for us in the garden. It was, and I cannot stress this enough, awful. I remember when I was 6, I got a hold of my dad's ID and it had an expiration date. I spent 3 hours crying because I thought that was the day he was set to die on. He asked me why I was crying and I didn't tell him because I was scared he was gonna cry as well. Today I saw a kid at the supermarket, which suddenly started staring at me, realizing I only have one hand, and ran away shouting, "Mom, the zombies are coming!" Do you want to get banned?
Bro.
I have a smart band. 3rd degree. Yeah, you don't get 3rd degrees from the bath, buddy. Let's try.
To be fair, if you enter like super hot water out of nowhere, it does feel like you're being boiled alive, but nah, I think a 3rd degree burn is a little bit worse.
It'd be very hot though. The toddler period is wild. My kid threw a fit because there were no eggs in a box he opened. The box itself was just a box. There was no indication that there could possibly be any eggs inside, but here we are. My child is throwing a fit. Reason: didn't get to see her poop before grandma flushed it down the toilet.
Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, that is a true crisis right there. That is absolutely, yeah, makes sense.
Grandma is apologizing. Leah is refusing to be assuaged. She just wants her poop back. It's been 20 minutes. Did you take your birth control? You're welcome. I can't believe I lost this stupid game. I hate it so much. Yeah, 'cause you bad. We can't find my 6-year-old's glasses. Today we asked him where they were, and he said, and I quote, "I threw them in the garbage yesterday. The lenses were dirty." Today my 7
Wait, what? $400?
The lenses
$400, yeah, that checks out. My glasses were also around 400 euros. Oh my god, bro. This video is becoming more and more of a condom ad. What the fuck?
Today my 7-year-old came into the room crying. I asked him what happened, and he said that his 5-year-old brother put 80 cows in his house in Minecraft while he was offline, and that it was entirely too many cows.
What?
And honest, I have no idea how to parent any of this. Lava. When I was 8 years old, my mom
$400 lenses and they were just thrown in the trash. Bro. I wish I could be that rich one day that I could just throw away $400 worth of glasses if I felt like it, bro.
Found me eating grass in the front yard. When she asked why, I said,
What?
because then I can pee milk like a cow. What country is that? Wait, not a country. My 3-year-old kept saying she wants a spirit guest, needs a spirit guest, and has a spirit guest. And like 4 exorcisms later, I just realized she was talking about asparagus. When is Tetris
A spirit.
100 coming
Oh
out?
my
Why is it
god.
called Tetris 99. Hey dad, here's the chapter Ethan, you can't rickroll your dad. Nice try. It shows the
Rickroll.
title. Ah,
You're
tomatoes,
joking.
So we can make French fries. Austin, pointing to a bag of frozen mangoes.
Bro, this is like how dreams sometimes are. How weird they are. Tomatoes so we can make French fries pointing to a bag of frozen mangoes. You know, you sometimes have just super weird ass fucking dreams. This is like a good example. What flag is this? Oh, what do you mean? Might as well use that $400 toilet paper because such waste of money. Yeah. Better usage of money, honestly. That is the worst attempt at a rickroll. It might actually be. If you have siblings, let them have kids. You just be the cool aunt or uncle that kids love, but you only have to deal with kids in short bursts and give them back to their parents. I swear that's like almost one by one what I told my sisters. I'm like, if our mom expects grandchildren, that is your job. My job is to be the chill uncle that takes care of your kids for like 2 hours and then hands them back and sees them again in only 3 months or something like that. Just so you are prepared. Tomatoes to make French fries. I don't know. I think you need tomatoes for ketchup perhaps, but for French fries, I don't know.
Every Friday is Pizza Friday for dinner in our house. I asked the boys to text me what 2 large pizzas they wanted. 9 texted me, we want 1 half cheese and half pepperoni, and the other half cheese, half pepperoni. I said, okay, 1 pep, 1 cheese. No. Now we're arguing, so you still haven't responded to my message. Give me your password. I'm gonna hack you if you don't. You have 1 minute or I release.
Bruh. Give me your password, I'm gonna hack you if you don't. That is 700 IQ right there. Why did I mute it?
Release your IP to the world. Okay, this guy is not a hacker. Parents beware. Teens are apparently.
Wait, what else did he say?
To the world. Okay, this guy is not a hacker.
Your IP is... Yeah, I don't think so. Hold on, my text editor is loading, but in the meantime, get ready for my hack. Hey, retard! I bet you don't even know what the hacker programming language is. Only members in Anonymous can use it. I'm the leader of Anonymous, bro! It's literally him. By the way, so you should be scared of me. Damn. We got a celebrity right there. The leader of Anonymous right here, bro.
Beware. Teens are apparently daring each other to disappear for 2 days in hopes their picture will show up on social media. I think you guys would find out instantly if I disappeared because I just wouldn't post videos. I bought my son a book about bats and halfway through it he shouted, "What, bats are real?" Well, this time he thought they were made up for Halloween, like ghosts and witches. It'd be scarier if ghosts and witches
To be
were
fair,
real
they do
too.
look a little
Mom,
bit
yes,
freaky.
honey? Is that poop in the toilet? No, we need to get out of here. Like for part 2. 6,000 likes. Where is part 2?
And he
Toy
disliked
Story was
it
my
on the
favorite
picture.
animated movie as a kid. I even had a Woody and Buzz, but the absolute disappointment on my face when I found out Pizza Planet wasn't real can only be described by my mum as the saddest you ever were. Make Pizza Planet real. My kids have 2 fishes and named them Dave and Dave. I asked them how they can tell them apart, and my youngest son said, one of them is Scottish, so you pronounce it differently.
Dave
so we've
and
got
Dave.
Dave and Dave. Dave? I don't know how you say that in Scotland. I mean, what do you say to that? What was the dumbest thing you thought as a kid? My cousin used to tell me the doors to his closet were big white chocolate bars, and I believed him. But he said I could never try to eat them. But one day I snuck into his room and tried to bite the door. And it wasn't I got so mad I just pooped in his closet. I wonder how long it took for him to find poop in his closet. Probably pretty quick by the
Oh, it's great he didn't overreact at all. He was frustrated the doors weren't out of chocolate, so he just shit in his closet. I am glad he didn't overreact at all.
Well, my 9-year-old brought this home today, so you decided to post this on Reddit
What?
thing going back to school. Interesting. Maybe you're...
He said his friend traded it to him for his Fortnite eraser. Bro, your son made a bargain! Can't find anything about it when I looked online. It looks real, but... Damn. Unless the parents specifically ask for the watch back, you do not give the watch back. Your son might have found gold. Wow.
You're a kid too. Telling my kids about jury duty and me. So I can't tell anyone about how the case is going, not even my family. Student, not even a baby. Can you tell me why a baby would be concerned with this court case? Because babies can see ghosts. And scene. Dad, can you pick me up?
What?
My friend sent me this, so please try it. Close your left hand. Keep it closed. Find one different number. And it always ends up being like, send this to 10 people or you're gonna get cursed.
Oh, these chain mails. These chain messages, bro, I remember those. Like 10, 50, more like 15 years than 10 years. Those were...
Never sent it to my parents.
Bro.
Though. My son will
share this with 10 friends and you will get good luck. Brother.
only
Piss
eat
off.
Paw Patrol string cheese because he swears it tastes the best. I was tired of paying...
Remember how I earlier said I was a bit of a piece of shit kid? Growing up, I loved eating salami. That was like, I think, my favorite food of them all. And my parents had this specific brand that they always bought, and it was for some reason it was like shaped in like the shape of a flower. And they always bought that for God knows how many years. That's what I grew up with, that's what I knew. And then one day my mom bought a different brand, and it was just normal slices. And I just looked at it, I'm like, I'm not eating that. That's not normal salami. like I said, I was a bit of a piece of shit child. But I just did, like, that's not what I was used to. Like, for years they bought this one brand and it just eventually got so expensive that they bought the cheaper ones. It was just normal fucking slices. And I just didn't know that. I didn't grow up with that. That parent just had a child who ended up paying off. Ka-ching. Oh yeah. With the watch, if that is an actual real watch, he might have hit the jackpot there. I am watching this on my brand new 239.95 Hertz monitor. I'm incredibly happy. That is great. I hope you... This 30 FPS video, I hope you will be able to see the difference on your 240 Hz monitor.
Extra for it and bought the generic brand, but he said it didn't taste the same and wouldn't eat it. So yesterday I put Paw Patrol stickers on it and he ate 2 in a row.
Yep.
See, mummy, I told you the Paw Patrol cheese tastes...
Say goodbye to your Rolex watch. Wait, what? Is that a real donation? Let me finish that video. What? 20 bucks? Holy shit. What? Okay, let me finish the video first. We're already at 45 minutes almost for a 20-minute video.
It's better? That's cute. It's placebo. Thinking about how as a kid, I was afraid to sleep alone in my room because I thought a ghost lived in my closet. So every night I would wake up and move into my parents' room to sleep on the itchy wool rug on the floor. It was a bit under their bed and I wanted to lie on it perfectly, so I would also be a bit under the bed. But I also love
itchy wool rug on the floor. Like, first of all, see noob, 30. Thank you for the 20 bucks. Holy shit! Thank you very much. That was my first ever donation. Thank you. Sleeping on rocks, bro. We're stretching the video to 50 minutes. I can already tell. When I was a child, And I sometimes woke up in the middle of the night and, you know, I walked over to my parents' room and wanted to sleep in their bed because I woke up in the middle of the night and nightmare for whatever reason. And my dad wasn't too happy because it eventually got on his nerves and he didn't want me to move in and sleep in their bed again. And he was just like, you know what, if you want to sleep in our room that much, just sleep on the floor, honestly. Guess what I did? Guess what I did? I think he just meant it as a joke or something. And I think he said it to me that I would be like, oh, I want to sleep on the floor and I'm just gonna go back to my room. But guess what I did? I just laid down on the fucking carpet next to my parents' bed and I just fell asleep again. Oh boy.
Ice cubes. So while I was up in the dead of the night, I would go grab an ice cube from the freezer. Then I would sneak into their room and lie down and start crunching on my ice cube. And without fail, my dad would wake up and be like, are you really eating ice in here at 3 a.m. again? Then I would swallow the whole ice cube really fast. Anyway, I think I'm ready for kids. I think about losing sleep.
Bro, ice cubes are not that delicious to get up at 3 a.m. What?
My bed just eating ice. When I was a kid, I really needed to pee, but it was during a final exam in 5th grade and I couldn't go. I decided that it was a good idea to pee myself a little so I could hold on a little more. It didn't go as I wanted, and I ended up pissing myself even more than a tiny amount. I had a black skirt, so no one noticed the fact that I had purposely peed. Hold on, this might...
Bro, I think I blacked out for a second. What? When I was a kid, I really needed to pee, but it was during final exams in 5th grade and I couldn't go. Okay, problematic situation. I decided that it was a good idea to pee myself a little so I could hold on a little more. Okay. It didn't go as I wanted and I ended up peeing myself more than a tiny amount, yeah.
I had a black skirt, so no one noticed the fact that I had purposely peed. Hold on, this...
Wow. Damn, thank you for this very valuable piece of information, bro. Okay, I don't know if I've ever stretched a video that long from 20 minutes to 45, more than twice the amount of time, but I did enjoy it. I hope you guys did as well. Leave your requests in the comments below or join the Discord and let me know there. If you have some stories of kids being stupid or yourself being stupid, so I'm not the only one that acted like a moron as a child, let us know in the comments so we can laugh together. And until next time, have a great day. Bye.